He's too busy to drive me.
Hardly surprising, dealing with a bit of a turn.
Criminals everywhere. Country's going to the dogs. If you'll excuse the fun.
Well, your son is a colonel. He'll look after you.
Oh, don't you let that eye patch fool you. He got that walking behind his father's horse as a boy. Anthony was in the... what is it? The diplomatic corps. Real army couldn't get rid of him quick enough.
Could you?
Kender dig ikke.
So kind. I can't wait to taste it.
Kender dig ikke.
Let me know if you'd like to place an order. Has Mother offended you? Because, she was a little agitated, that's all. She's not been quite herself of late. Exhaustion, probably. She's having trouble sleeping. Have you consulted a doctor? All avaricious quacks, apparently. I've tried talking to her, but she doesn't make it easy. My punishment was spending 2 decades abroad. I'm the prodigal son, trying to make amends. I have a book that may help. Priests
Irriterende, at jeg nyser.
Can I drop it round tomorrow? I'd appreciate it. Is there anything else you'd like help with? The dog? I've heard you're a bit of a sleuth. No, that is a problem I can deal with myself. Till tomorrow, eh? Tomorrow. I want to share the vineyard. Half my harvest was in that vat. It wouldn't be a vineyard if you carry on like this. Then give me what I want. I spilled blood for this country. I deserve my piece of it as much as you. How will I explain that to Lady Edna? I've given part of our estate away to a stranger, a labourer. Not my problem. But I'm trying to help you here. You're the one who said that you couldn't afford to pay me off. Or if you prefer to give me the money, you crossed the line. I want you gone. Today. You sure about that? I've tolerated you for long enough. Don't presume to know what sort of man you're dealing with. Leave. Be back for what on earth?
Thank you, Father.
So, Father, you got any leads? What for?
That's not funny, Sid. Poor Tom. First of all, he loses his father in the war, and then somebody goes and murders his dog. Father.
Don't you want it?
I prefer my wine with a little less body.
Hold op. Det der.
Good night.
Sådan. Kender dig ikke. Jeg vil ikke skrive, så jeg kan forstå det. Slet ikke til folk som ryger.
Before you say anything, I'm just here to see the colonel. Just don't get involved.
Jeg ved ikke
Don't
hvorfor.
get in my way.
han ikke har ringet.
Have you seen...
Hvorfor ringer han ikke?
Yes, yes, of course you have.
Jeg ved ikke, hvad der sker.
What do you think, sir? 2 gunshots.
Hold op!
Wound, bruising to the neck. So, struggle for the weapon. Gun goes up, hitting the side table. Gibbs is overpowered by the
Den
killer.
der kan jeg ikke, vel? Messenger, nej.
Bullet passes through the body.
Jeg forstår det nu.
Before hitting the mirror. Curious calling. Gibbs is well built, so I'd say our suspect is probably male, fit, possibly with combat training. Anything else I can do? Could you offer my mother some words of comfort when she wakes
Hold
up?
nu bøttemave.
She was disturbed by the commotion, found the whole thing very upsetting. I gave her something to help her get back to sleep. Mother, if you wouldn't mind leaving us. I'd like to check some basic facts.
Ej, hvor er den irriterende, ikke?
We told your colleague
Han bliver
we
ved.
heard 2 gunshots in the night. We all went to my study and found the body. What more do you need to know? Who arrived first? I did. He's dead.
Og der kan godt komme lidt mere med.
Yes, of course. Please.
Neighbours, waiters are gone.
Your bedroom's nearest to study, and yet you were the last one to arrive.
I checked on her ladyship first. She was still asleep, only I must have disturbed her because next thing she's downstairs and all screaming the place down.
Lady Edna was understandably distressed.
Gibbs was killed by a handgun. Is there one on the premises? No. I've ordered a search of the house and grounds, just in case. Surely it was just a burglary gone wrong. He's suggesting that Gibbs disturbed a burglar. I'm suggesting he was one. In that case, it's hardly likely that he shot himself. Maybe he had an accomplice. Exactly. The other fellow shot Gibbs and then ran off with the money. Possible. The missing money wasn't with Gibbs's belongings, but that doesn't mean the accomplice isn't someone in this room. How well did you all know the victim?
Miss Fletcher probably knew him better than the rest of us.
That ain't true. He was after me. I told him I weren't interested.
None of us knew him. He came here looking for work and has been nothing but trouble since. In fact, I went to see him yesterday and told him to move on. Did you indeed? Well, that'll be all. Sergeant will take your fingerprints until we find our killer. No one is to leave the estate. Don't you remember anything?
I think I had a bad dream.
We had a break-in, Mother. Remember?
I think I would like to be left in peace.
Perhaps a breath of fresh air. Very well. Yeah, I'll be back to check on you later. So, did you meet Gregoire on your travels? No, after I came back, I needed help here, so I placed an advertisement. Gregoire turned up like a gift from Dionysus with a reference from a top vineyard in Bordeaux. Do you still have the reference? Only the Camberford Wine Appreciation Society would be very keen to know more about our Gallic friend. No, I'll dig it out for you. He's a good chap. Take my word for it. And Mrs. McCarthy noticed a hint of romance between Gregoire and Emily. Did she now? He's certainly keen. As for her, I wouldn't know. What about Gibbs? An itinerant labourer. Arrived a few weeks ago. First time I'd laid eyes on him. Inspector, I've found something. Well done, Sergeant. Good work. Enfield number 2. Standard issue, British Army Service revolver. Mark 1, double star. Not in production till 1942. I was in Africa by then. Webley. Those later Enfields don't have a safety on the hammer. Tend to go off if you have to hit the deck in a hurry.
You seem to know a lot about guns, considering you're a member of the